Hey everybody, thank you for joining us here on our pilot episode of Two Elves and a Dwarf. My name is Drew. I'll be guiding us through this campaign arc as the Dungeon Master. We're just a couple guys who've been playing Dungeons and Dragons for the last year and a half, and it's just been a jolly good time. We're just going to kind of expand this out. And so this is our first time, so if there's hate, keep it to yourself. I'm sure there will be. But we're just going to go ahead and introduce the characters and players who are going along with us on this journey. So starting off with my left over here, Matt, if you want to take it away.
Yes, my name is Matt. That's really all you need to know about me. For this campaign, I'll be playing as Ebmer. That is capital E, capital B, Mer. I am a dwarf. When you think of dwarf, think Gimli, but a little bit shorter. I'm a warrior, I think. I'm something like that. Barbarian, it's the same thing.
We've been playing for a year.
So. Yeah, we're working on it. And in this, I am a guard for the little city that we're going to be in. I'm sure that Drew will explain more about that, but I'm a short dwarf guard is my follow-up story.
Awesome. So nice to meet you, Ebmer. Devin, do you want to go and take it away now?
Yeah, so I'm Devin, and I'm playing a elf ranger named Balaron Lyric, and I am a hunter and leather worker in the town that we're going to be starting in, and my character is just like a classic elf. He's got long blonde hair and stuff like that, and yeah, cool. That's it.
Are you short elf? Are you tall elf? Like, are we talking Lord of the Rings, or are we
talking I'm
Santa's helpers?
Like Legolas, Orlando Bloom.
Okay,
gorgeous elf.
Okay,
so pretty much a supermodel.
Yes,
I guess.
Awesome, cool. Orlando Bloom, you should be proud. All right, you're Parker.
All right, my name is Parker, and I will be playing the role of Cletus, the cheese master from Chester. Now, don't let that confuse you with Cletus, the cheesemonger from Chester. Completely different guy. I will be playing as a bard, because I can read music, I guess. I don't know. My musical instrument of choice is a tambourine, and don't you worry.
You have to read so much music for that.
Oh yeah. And tell you what, the ladies, they scream and usually run away at the sight of Cletus. But yep, that's Cletus, and I am excited to be the only human in Two Elves and a Dwarf.
Can we get the name one more time, please?
Two Elves and a Dwarf?
I was talking about your character name.
Cletus. The cheese master from Chester.
Okay,
Cletus
thank you.
And cheese, love it. All right, Braden.
Okay, I am Braden, and I play Pyrish Darkbane, the elf rogue.
Oh, dang.
I am a rogue, which is an assassin, but I am secretly an assassin. Not very many people know I'm an assassin because we're in a small fishing village, but I run the local inn, and I am also a master chef.
Awesome.
So,
ooh, sweet. Master Chef.
Everyone knows I'm a rogue, but no one knows I'm a rogue assassin.
Hey, same.
And everyone knows me as the Master Chef, as you saw me on the local television show. All right, awesome. Well, I'm sure you guys will get used to hearing our voices, and we'll probably get used to actually speaking to a microphone. But so good to introducing ourselves. I'm just gonna go ahead and give a little background knowledge, as you guys as characters already know about this, like this world we're in, this town, and everything like that. So kind of like what you, Braden, and Parker, what you guys were saying, you guys are starting off in the city of Chester. Chester is a really small fishing port, and it's located up in the far north, like really northernmost point of the whole world, pretty much, that we live in. And it's super cold pretty much all year round. They're like during the summertime, all the snow melts, but also feels like you're up in high mountains. It's always pretty chilly. But during the winter, it's really, really harsh and really hard. So everyone living here is pretty hard people. But the population is super small. There's only about 100 and 110 people living here. And so everyone's really close-knit community. The country you guys live in is called Eldari. And so Eldari is a country that is ruled by this man named the king, named Alistar. Not much is known about the king other than he has been around for a very, very long time. Alistar he's been ruling for the last 500 years, and he's a human as far as anyone knows, and he just doesn't seem to die. And so you guys are his subjects in his kingdom. Part of Eldari, that's the main part, is the Empire is what it's called. Within the Empire, there's multiple cities, which is included in Chester. It's one of the farthest ones in the territory. There's another country, part of Eldari, which is called, let me pull it up right now, the Infernal Sea. It's a vast, open, rolling hills and desert. Not a lot of people live there except for indigenous tribes. It's super far away from you guys, a couple hundred leagues. So you guys are very far away from that. And then there's a third country, which is called the Rashad Islands, which are off the coast of the Empire. And they take up about... Yes, Parker?
Could you spell that for us, please?
Yes, so capital R-A-A apostrophe S-H-A-H-D.
A-H-D.
Gosh, you didn't know how to spell that? What a loser.
And
I'd
so
like to apologize.
the Rashad Islands, you guys don't know a whole lot about them. There are people living there, what you heard of. They are rebel against the Empire, and they are their own country. They have their own ruler. Not a lot is known about it other than the fact that, they're just barbaric, constantly causing problems for the coastal cities of the Empire and everything like that. So those are super far away from you guys as well. In perspective on this map that no one else can see from the people here, you guys are pretty much right up here.
In the north.
Yep, in the north, exactly.
That's good.
And then Empire just kind of goes down right here along this coast. You got the Rashad Mountains that would be over, Rashad Islands that are over here. And then pretty much the Infernal Sea is just a vast land that no one really goes.
Did everyone catch that?
Yeah. We'll upload photos and whatnot. No, we won't. So it's too much work.
Jokes.
Jokes. It's too much work.
At this point.
So the one thing about Alistar that is noteworthy. So in Eldari, once upon a time there was a lot of magic in the land and stuff, but it's all seemed to gone away and it's extremely, extremely rare. One of the reasons why you think Alistar has been alive for so long is actually because that he is a sorcerer and is one of the only, if the only, magical user in the country, if not the whole world. So that's why everyone is super scared of him, and he is not a very kind ruler, and he's kind of a tyrant. But no one's really strong enough to really stand up to him, and he's been alive for so long. So we'll go ahead and dive right into the story here. So like I said, we'll be starting off in the city of Chester. And how this is kind of laid out is we're going to start with you guys on your own property. So the four of you all live together. There's no homosexuality here. I mean, we're cool with that, but that's not what's happening.
Are you sure about that?
Well, maybe
Please,
character
please.
choice. You never know. But
Looking at you, Matt.
with this, you guys were all single. It's cheaper for you guys to buy land together. And so you all have your prospective houses on there, and you guys own about 30 acres up on this mountain, about 5 miles outside of Chester. Okay. So it's kind of, you guys are a little far away from the majority of the people that live. You have your open space. You do have the neighbors, which are the Rogers, that live right next door. Yep, Mr. Roger. It is his neighborhood. And
Creepy.
And you live right next door to them. It's just a small family. They have a little boy named Arthur, and other than that, that is pretty much the... He's not an aardvark.
Oh, okay.
No, he's
Okay. I was just gonna say.
No, PBS would be pissed.
Oh,
damn. So yeah, that's where you guys start off with. There, and we'll just dive right into the story.
Let's dive.
Ooh, balls.
Sounds like we got a pretty good place. I don't know why we'd ever leave.
Yeah. So, season-wise right now, winter is just ended. It is...
That's usually called spring.
Yeah, it is spring. It is hardcore spring right now, and it is just... The lilies are popping, roses, all those flowers, it's blooming, the birds and bees are out, and it is just... The snow's melted away, and this is the first couple weeks where people have actually gone out and socialized in the town. Because during winter, it's just so dang cold to really go anywhere. You usually just stay huddled up in your houses unless you have a town meeting or something like that.
But we have cuddle buddies.
You have... Yeah, sure. You got cuddle buddies. But we're going to go ahead and start right there. in your own respective houses.
So we're all in our separate houses on the same property right now.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Separate houses. Okay.
You could say they're all one big house, and they're all connected.
They're like
Yes.
townhomes.
Yeah.
Oh, there we
Okay.
go.
Okay.
Can we have like secret tunnels?
Sure. Yeah. I guess.
What time is it?
If you want to.
So it's about it's pretty early morning. We'll say like 8:30.
Okay.
Going
Well,
on
I
right
gotta
now.
go to work.
Same.
So
Wink,
I'm
wink.
heading to my inn / 5-star restaurant
Awesome.
to go to work.
I'm going to my guard post.
Okay. Awesome.
I go to my humidified culture room to sample my fine cheeses that have been,
And
they've
is
been
that
sitting for
is
the
that
past
in
year.
town?
No, that's just in the basement.
Okay.
They don't.
No. We
That's
make
just
you
the
put it in a shed because it smells so bad.
Hey, it's fine
It's in a
cultured
shed
cheese,
outside.
Okay.
I'm gonna saddle up my horse and head out into the forest for my hunt.
Okay. All right. So since we're kind of all like splitting up, we're actually just going to start with Braden and Matt as you guys go into town. The both of you being business owners. Braden being a business owner and Matt being part of the whole militia type thing going on. So you guys do know that this is a really busy year. Not busy year, but busy time for you two especially. Because right now, the traders are coming in, which they come up from the main cities within the empire, and they're just making their runs. They go all up and down the main roads, going to different cities and selling and trading stuff, and so this is a really busy time for the town. So for Matt, you know it's going to be people that you're not used to coming into town. You don't want to cause any problems.
Hate those outsiders.
And then also with you,
Build a
Braden,
wall.
it's some time to sell your expensive stuff and show off your cooking. And maybe if someone pays you enough, maybe to take out someone. You never know. This means business for you in all aspects.
Okay. Well, in that respect, I forgot that I was gonna make something super fancy,
Okay.
and so I need to stop by the store and buy ingredients.
Okay. All right. So Braden's heading to the store, and
Is there like a supermarket, or is it like
so it's
like
pretty
a
much like
Smith's.
fantasy Costco, we'll say.
Fantasy Costco.
Cool.
Do you need a membership?
You do. You just need to live in Chester, so you guys are good.
Yikes.
But
Now, is this a cheese dish? Because, dude, I could hook you up.
I haven't decided yet.
Oh, it's just something super
Out of
fancy.
character, I really haven't even decided.
okay.
Might be SpaghettiOs, you
So,
know.
starting with you, Matt, as you're heading to your post, you're heading to the barracks where you report to your commander, which his name is Alhan. Alhan is an older man. He's
my dude.
He's really the biggest guy in Chester right now. He's also the local blacksmith, and so he's got rolling muscles. He's really big. He stands about 6'6". He's got.
I've heard that size doesn't matter.
As a dwarf, you're right. So, but
Bite his knees.
but he's your commander. Outside, if you're an outsider looking at him, everyone would be kind of scared. But since you know him, he's actually a really good guy.
Good.
So he's kind of he's the person that is in command that you kind of talk to, and he gives you all your orders. The second person, who's kind of above him, you never really speak with him, but his name is Wilfred. He is the town's elder. He's a really, really old guy. He doesn't really leave his house that much other than to go to town meetings and if they really need him to, do stuff around town. But you guys really don't see him that often anymore as he's just getting really old. But he is pretty much like the governor of this town.
Okay.
So, as the feel for it, there's a militia. There's not really an empire feel in Chester as it's so far away from the capital, the main cities, stuff like that. It's really just, you have a militia to keep things in order, but the empire doesn't have a strong grasp here. Yeah.
Now, do we pay taxes?
You do. Once a year, a tax collector comes up with the traders, and he will pay taxes for the whole year. You'll get taxes. You'll pay him taxes, and he heads back.
So if there's not a strong presence, why do we pay taxes?
You pay taxes because you're still under the protection and ruling of the empire.
Curse the empire.
And they only come around once a year. Again, yeah, you guys just do it because to avoid trouble. The closest outpost that the empire has is about 100 miles outside of the city.
Yikes.
So they don't have a stronghold here at all. So
I sense a rebellion coming on.
A 5-second rebellion.
From a cheese master, a guard, a chef, and what are you again? A rogue. Hunter. Yes.
There you go.
There we go. That was 5 minutes ago.
So starting with you, Matt, you're just heading straight to the barracks.
I'm going to the barracks. Got to report for duty.
Okay. So you walk right into the barracks. It's it's still winterized. Like there's a lot of rugs everywhere, a lot of fur coats. It hasn't really gone down to spring or summer times yet. But with this, you walk in and Alhan is just sitting there and he's sharpening one of his big axes. And
One of.
he carries 2 axes when he's on guard, and he just looks right up to you and he just gives like a subtle nod.
Good. I'm gonna nod right back with my dwarf beard.
He kind of has a raspy voice, and he looks at you, he's like, "Hey,
Oi, matey!
you need to be at your post.
Yes, sir. Aye, sir.
We're gonna have a lot of people coming up here soon.
I don't like that, sir.
Neither do I. So what I want you to do is I want you to go, and I want you to stand and guard.
I'll guard my heart out, sir.
I want you to guard the center of the town.
The center's mine. No one's getting even near the center.
You'll be partnered up with Peter today.
I hate Peter.
I do. He's in training.
Oh, Peter. Okay.
Hey, Peter's already there, so don't slack off.
I'll be hustling. My little dwarf legs.
Awesome. Alright, so now we go over to you, Braden, as Ebmer heads into the center of the town.
Capital E, capital B.
Emphasis on the B.
And Braden, you're getting to the store, like the local market.
Yep.
Okay, so it's a pretty small town, so you know the lady. Her name is Alice, and she's just running the store, and she greets you, and she's like, "How can I help you, young sir?"
I am just picking up some supplies today. I'm going to make
You cooking something good?
always Alice.
Yeah. Oh, I love your cooking, man.
Oh, me too. So I need some chicken and some herbs.
Well, I'm all out of chicken and herbs, but I got fish.
Guess we're having fish again.
Yeah, we do live in a fishing town, man.
All right, what else you got? I thought this was Costco. Rows and rows of fish.
It's during one of those
So
seafood.
what we can do is I did manage to get in some squid. I don't know what you want to do with it. They're ugly suckers.
All right, I'll take it.
Take the squid.
I'll take some squid and some fish. What else? What kind of seasonings? I don't want to season with dirt again this time. I'm really craving something fancy.
Dirt? You've been seasoning food with dirt?
What? No. I would never. Not for you, Alice.
We got salt from the sea.
All right, that's a good start.
We got salt from the sea.
All right, I'll take some salt.
The herbs haven't bloomed yet. It's just got done being winter.
Oh, okay. Yeah, butter.
Let me check. She goes back and runs through some things and pulls back out a slob of butter, and she's like, "Yeah, I got some butter right here for you."
Perfect.
All right.
Where did this butter come from?
From under the cabinet.
I guess I'll take it.
Okay. So just a total of this is just
Trusty
going to cost
places,
you with like 5, we'll say 5 pounds of fish, and then you got like you got a whole, like, we'll just say 3 cubes of butter, which is a lot.
Now, how many Weight Watchers points is that?
A lot.
A lot?
Hey, we eat a lot of fish. We're thin people, except for the dwarf.
I'm a
Except
big
for
boy.
Abby over here.
But all that is just going to cost you 1 gold. So.
That's what that membership card gets you.
And did we go over
And
currency
cheap
already
gas.
with everyone?
Yes.
Okay, so everyone's good.
Yeah.
No.
It's fine.
Okay, cool.
We'll just wing
We'll
it.
do it later.
We'll go over that later.
I'm sure I have more than 1 gold.
You have 10.
You do. So is that
Actually, now
is
it's
that how much
9.
you have?
Yeah. You gave me 10 gold.
10
I
gold?
also have 10 gold.
Yeah, that's right. Everyone go ahead and have 10 gold.
I have
Okay,
30
alright,
gold.
You do have 30
Yeah.
gold? Okay.
How'd you get 30 gold?
Pretty sure we
Because
get
I
gold
said
for
so.
it. And we just did that.
Alright, actually, go ahead. Everyone roll the d6, and whatever that is, times it by 10.
60 gold.
Do I add
40.
this on top of mine?
No, that will just be your new thing.
50.
All right. So And from there, I just go to my restaurant/inn.
Okay, so you walk into the only inn, and no one's there yet because you're just opening. But you just go right ahead down to business. So we'll go to you, Devin. Oh, gosh, I'm gonna remember the names here. What's your name again?
Belleron.
Belleron. All right, Belleron.
Is that Ball Lick?
No.
Oh, okay.
Not quite.
Balleron, where are you doing? You said you're heading into the forest.
Yeah, me and my horse, Windjammer.
Windjammer.
That's my horse's name.
Fascinating.
We're heading into the forest.
Okay. On your noble steed, Windjammer.
Is that any relation to a Kool-Aid jammer?
No, not quite.
Okay.
Okay. So you're just looking for something to hunt.
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and give me a D20. And then add your survival onto that.
That would be a 17.
17? Okay. So you're picking up some tracks. It looks like you can identify it as a grizzly bear is actually running around right now.
You turn around and come back.
The tracks look like about maybe like 5 hours old, so it's been pretty recent. And this guy's been coming around here. So, and this is like right outside your property. And give me a perception check.
That's a 13.
13, perfect. That works. So with this check, you're actually, as you're on Windjammer, looking around, looking at these tracks, you see something wrong with your neighbors, the Rogers. You see part of their fence that is by their property has been broken, and it looks like their chicken coop has been kind of like smashed open.
Ooh, grizzly got into the chicken coop.
Yeah. And
Chicken? Wait, what? The chicken?
and you see them just kind of freaking out a little bit, and they wave over to you, and they're like, Belmer!
I wave back.
Get over here, Belmer!
Okay, Roger, I'm coming.
My name's not Roger, it's Bill.
Shoot.
Bill Roger.
Well,
Short for Bilius.
we're not that good of friends. I'm going to call you by your last name.
Alright, get over here.
All right, Rogers.
So you trot over or walk or run or do whatever you jolly well please. And, the whole family's there. You got little Arthur. He's kind of just playing with the chickens, honestly.
The dead chickens?
No, there's 2 that are alive. He's kind of chasing them around. He's only 6.
Careful, those are mine.
But Bilius is just looking at you, and he's like, "Look, man, I normally wouldn't ask you, but we need those chickens. I was gonna sell those chickens to the traders. My boy's birthday's coming up real soon, and I need to get him something. And I'm old. I'm not good with hunting. I'd cut you half if you could bring back that grizzly. Anything I sell. And with that
scary.
grizzly, you can you got the meat you can sell. You can also take it in. I'm sure Chester might be able to help you. He's good with stuff. He might be able to get you not Chester, Cletus.
Oh, okay. I was so confused.
He might be able. Oh God. He might be able to get you like a bear rug or something. You could sell out to traders. Get yourself something nice.
Ooh, get you some.
You might
cheese.
help me out. You can get your boys together and you just take care of it.
So,
I'd hate to bother Alhan with this, man. He don't like me too much.
So out of character,
I did marry his daughter. So
this
that
guy
could help.
knows that I'm the local hunter
Yeah.
and that I sell meats and animal skins, and he was asking me to go get the grizzly and then split half of the grizzly money with him.
So he said he'll split what he gives to the traders with you.
Now, does he have better relations than
Devin
good old
does.
Bollock? Yeah.
This guy does. You do know that Rogers is very, very well liked. He's actually the son of the elder in the town. So like the traders really like this guy. So he could put in a good word for you.
So he'd be able to sell better than I would?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
And especially since he's one of the few that has chickens in this town that can like survive them through the winter, it's pretty impressive. So like eggs go for a lot, and you know that being able to borrow an egg here is pretty nice. So.
Oh, so he's not asking me for half to split the grizzly money.
No, he's saying if
gonna
you go
split
get
chicken
the
money.
grizzly, so it doesn't happen again, he'll split half the chicken money with you.
Okay. It's a good deal.
Yeah, so you're back in character now.
Yeah, so back in character now. All right, Rogers. Roger that.
That's funny, man. You're a funny guy.
Try.
Funny looking.
Funny elf.
I'll see what I can do about your grizzly problem.
Yeah, it looked by the look of his paws. I mean, I'm no expert in them, but it looks huge.
It's a big sucker.
Broke down my fence. I'm proud of myself on that fence.
Weak fence.
Shit, man.
Episode 1, he dies.
That's a good fence.
And then a mighty lightning bolt came down from the heavens.
Well, you better get to it then. You don't want it to get too far ahead of you.
So, I think I'm gonna go into the town and look for some of my buddies.
I don't know why you tell me this, but you go right ahead. You know what you need to do.
I just want that bear.
Okay, so I leave.
Okay.
I walk away from him.
Mid-sentence.
Just
go.
I don't say goodbye to him. I just keep walking.
And he goes and tends to Arthur. So.
Okay, so now I want to go look for
your hoodlums.
my crew.
All right, so you're in your cheese sanctuary.
Oh, yes.
What are you doing?
I'm sampling
You're sampling your cheeses.
the latest line
Okay.
of Cletus cheese.
Go ahead.
Before deciding to fill it with a salty surprise.
Go ahead and roll me a d20 just to like get a good
Okay.
good feel for how these
Get-
cheeses might
get-
sell.
Get some cheese up in this.
And can I ask where did this cheese come from?
Oh, that's a secret.
Okay, 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 I get it.
It's
There's
chicken
secrets.
milk.
I'll tell you what. That fish oil and all those ground up bones that come from that fish mill down
You
yonder,
turned them into cheese.
I will neither confirm nor deny that statement.
Got it. Got it. Love it.
That is a... Now, is there any cheese modifier to this?
Just add your proficiency.
Charisma.
That's a 21.
21.
So good
So
cheese.
this is a really good cheese. Like normally you're like, I'll sell this to my buddy. At
I'll give
the
this
end.
to Arthur. He's mentally slow.
Poor Arthur.
The 6-year-old?
man.
Yeah, the
He
6-year-old.
doesn't even know what's happening right now. He's just
When
playing
you-
with his chickens.
When you were talking about Arthur, I automatically thought of Tiny Tim. I don't know why.
Man, poor Arthur. He's
Poor
having
kid.
a rough day.
I was like
He can't
polio, you know?
walk.
It's like
He can't walk, he's retarded, and he gets the crappy cheese.
iron lungs haven't been invented
but
yet.
This cheese, you're actually like, dang, I might have cracked the secret of my fishbone cheese. Like this is good.
Disgusting. Not buying from you.
Like the texture is very
You don't know
like
the secret.
it's got a nice rind to it. Like,
Ooh.
it's real good. Like it's
And-
good. And, then
and what
it's
about the-
moist inside?
And the pungent after flick,
The
just
it's sour. It's
oh,
good.
tastes like feet.
It's that. If that's what you're looking for in cheese, man.
Hey, he said the DM said
great.
good cheese. He said good cheese.
That's a great.
That's good
that's
cheese.
a very nice
and
cheese.
you know, if you're a cheese master, you can get a hint of feet in there, I guess.
yes. No, I get a full on a full on buniony foot up in that piece.
That is some cheese I've ever heard.
I don't want none of that cheese.
Some foot cheese.
Okay. So now that you've inspected and looked over your cheese, what's your plan?
Well, I always cut myself just a little bit of a slice, because I don't want to poop that day, so I always eat cheese. So I cut myself a nice little wedge.
Since '97.
It all just builds up and then I throw it up again. So I cut myself a nice little wedge of. Now I'm keeping that foot cheese. That's for a special
the good
occasion.
stuff.
That's like marriages, deaths, tax season.
Good.
And so I'm cutting myself a little wedge to go up by the fire and kick back with some nice
Alright.
cheese.
So you head up to the fire. Give me a perception check as
To
you're
see where the fire
looking
is?
out your window.
No.
So you
Where's
found the fire.
Yarg. That'd be a natural one.
So as you're walking up, you actually go to the sink. Like you guys have a sink. It's kind of like where you wash your hands. You bring in.
Oh, is that what you use
It's
it
kind of
for?
like a tub.
Oh, okay.
Actually,
It's kind of
so
like
you go there and you kind of sit in it for a second, eat your cheese, realizing that quickly that this is not the fire.
This
Then you
isn't the
go
fire.
back to the fire, but you miss our boy Belron galloping into town.
Dang.
So we're gonna switch
strong.
groups. My
Sorry,
boy
dude.
Edmer. Edmer, you're at your post with Peter. Peter's a handful.
Peter Lass.
As soon as he sees you walk over, he's a little boy. He's about like, not little, but he's like 16, so he's young to this. He's like, "Sir, I'm ready!" And
Damn it, Peter.
He's got his spear, and he's kind of like doodling with the spear end in the dirt. And he's like, "Look what I made!" And you look down, and it's a picture of you and him holding hands.
Oh, Peter.
You've been working with Peter for about 6 months now.
Kick the dirt.
Winter. And he's a fan of yours, need to say the least.
Oi, laddie.
Hi, sir!
How are you today, Peter?
Nothing to complain about yet. I pooped a little.
That's
in my
good.
pants.
That happens, laddie.
Should eat
I
some
was
cheese.
told not to leave my post.
You can probably leave for that. I'll hold it down. You go get some trousers on.
I'm scared of Elham, man. He just...
Elham won't bother you.
Don't leave your post unless you're making a post. Let's say that.
He says it, but he's not here.
Standing at the sink.
You don't leave your post unless you make a post. You heard me, cheese.
Wait, why am I at the sink?
And then Cletus thinks to himself, I should remember that forever. Yeah, that's a good idea. I should write that down.
He's just standing at salute. You know, not even a good salute. His hand is palm up,
Full
kind of
flat,
curved,
of course.
and he's just doodling around with his spear.
Okay, laddie, we gotta pull it together today.
What's going on?
It's trading day, laddie.
Oh man,
Don't poop yourself again.
here it comes.
Don't you do it, Peter.
I forgot about today, man.
It's gonna be. I'm here.
I mean, sir. Such an idiot.
Yeah. Well, you're not wrong. You are not incorrect in that statement.
Edmer, how'd you get to be so wise?
I'm a dwarf. I've been around the block a time or two. I grew my beard out nice and long.
How long?
Pretty damn long.
Yeah, anything I can do to grow my beard like you?
Just, whatever you're normally doing, I wouldn't do that.
I'm not doing anything, man.
That's my point. I'm glad you're picking up what I'm putting down, laddie.
Man, ever since my mom left and my dad left,
I know you've had a rough go around.
they didn't even leave. They just kicked me out.
I understand, buddy.
I don't leave my post. It's my home.
This is your home. Yeah, but I'm
I'll
stuck
focus,
here too.
I'll focus for you, not Alhan.
What do you have against Alhan?
Made me poop.
He has that effect on some people.
You've experienced it?
No, I have not.
Okay.
I'm not a loser.
All right, give me a perception check right now.
Oh. How do I do the perception thingy?
We've been playing for a year now, but don't
Listen,
still...
okay, I have no clue what I'm doing.
Man, you add the number onto the number on
Is that
the dice.
proficiency?
Yes.
No, your perception.
He didn't write none of it down.
We'll get to that.
Okay,
Let's add 2 to your roll.
I'm at
That's for
11.
sure.
Okay,
11?
let's just be
Okay.
real. It was
Alright,
a
11.
garbage roll anyways.
That works. So out of the corner of your eye, like Arthur's just going on and on about his problems.
I thought his name was Peter.
Yeah, Peter. Did I say Arthur?
Yeah.
Poor Arthur.
Poor
He's having a
Arthur,
hard
man.
Dang it,
day,
Tiny
man.
Tim.
But freak, man. Peter, while he's talking to you, he you just kind of zone him out, and you see in the corner of your eye, you see a horse just coming full speed towards you, and you recognize as your dear friend Belbar.
Oh, my boy Belbar.
Belvar's a horse?
My name is Bellamur. That's not even it either. It's Belleron.
Balamer?
Ballick?
Get over here, Ballick.
So Belbar is coming.
So Barbell?
I'm just kidding. Bellamar.
Belleron.
Belleron. is coming.
Belleron.
I promise we're gonna fix
Belleron.
this.
Belleron lyric.
Okay.
Ball. Lick. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
So you
Continue.
see him just coming right up to you. So now, Devin, you see Edmer at his post, just kind of like looks a little frustrated to be there.
Does Belleron see Edmer?
Yeah,
I suppose?
yes. Devin, you don't, but Belleron
There you
definitely
go.
does.
Let's learn how to play the game. Anyways. Okay, so I'm going to approach him and
What's my name?
tell him about the bear.
Edmer.
It's
So,
Edmer.
Did you actually tell him about the bear?
Okay, so I'm coming up. Okay.
Oi, matey!
Edmer.
Yes, Ballick.
Well, the Rogers, they got their chickens all eaten up.
That's a
So-
damn shame.
Seems like a grizzly came in the night, busted through his weak fence.
You should do. Aren't you a hunter?
Yeah, but you know, grizzly bear, big boy, Edmure, big boy. I figured you and me can go take
I'm
on a
actually
grizzly
rather
bear.
little, son.
Well, talking about other things.
At this point, he's like, "I'm happy to help, Edmure. I could watch this post. You go with your friend. It's the least I can do."
Peter, are
Seems
you
like
sure?
he's got it covered, Edmure.
Laddie,
Sure.
Man,
Laddie, are you
now
sure
that
you
you've
can
told
cover
me
it?
I don't have to stay here to do my duty, you kind of like, are you following what I'm putting down,
Duty.
Edmure? I'm good. You can go.
Okay,
man.
okay. Are you?
I'll cover for you. I'll just say you're pooping whenever Alheim comes around.
Are you sure? And you're not gonna mess up?
Have I ever let you down?
Well, I don't want to answer that right now.
I got you, Edmure.
Okay,
Sir.
if he comes
My
around,
best friend.
I've
got
Laddie,
this, and he kind of stomps his foot on the ground.
Laddie, if the CO comes around, you tell him I'm handling some serious business, and I'll be right back. Okay?
A threat to humanity.
He nods his head
And his shorts.
Don't wink. Don't you wink at me, Laddie. We've been over this.
If he comes to me and talks to me, I'll tell him what you said.
Okay, and you're sure? You're not gonna mess it up.
Business you've got going on somewhere.
That thing. Okay. Now I'm gonna go.
And he sits back down on his post.
Okay, Edmure, I think we should go find Pyrish, and that'll be enough. I think. To take
He's
down
got
a bear.
the-
We don't need no bard to help us take down a bear.
He's got his big opening sale going on, though. You sure he's gonna come with us, Laddie?
Well, we can always go ask. I mean, this is
Okay.
a grizzly bear.
We gotta hurry. I can't leave my post with that idiot.
He's out of earshot as you guys are walking away.
Well,
He's still standing right there.
Well, in that case.
I said it kind of loud.
Say it again, just to make sure you can hear.
I'm sorry, did you say something, sir?
You're an idiot.
You're Watch the post, son, Laddie.
Okay. He's a little depressed now.
Son?
I thought we were friends!
Son?
Well, he has no parents. He should be a little
Alright,
depressed.
so you guys are you heading straight to the inn where Braden is?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, where Pyrish is.
Yes.
Okay, so
Correct.
you guys head over. Braden, what are you doing as they walk into your inn?
So what time? What's the time now?
It's about like we'll say like 11.
Okay, all right. So I'm in full toe boogie, trying to make these delicious dishes of fish, butter, and squid,
Okay.
and salt.
You just said fish twice.
Surf and surf, dude.
Surf and surf. I like it.
All right.
Just
so,
tell me how fancy is it pretty? Can I?
Okay, so
know
I'll
something
paint you
real
a
fancy?
word picture.
Okay.
So
I'm ready.
you're in. As soon as you walk through the double door, so it opens up wide, and there's just lines and lines of this nice cherry wood tables. They're just like
Got
kind of
good
like
taste.
Harry Potter style when they're like all lined up together, so it's like family style. And you've got all sorts of stuffed animals on the walls. You've got boars.
Oh.
So
I thought you meant like teddy bears.
That's what I was
no,
thinking
not
too.
that
And
kind of
cute
stuffed
wabbits.
animals.
Okay.
I'm following on the word that is called
Taxidermy.
Taxidermy.
Mounted.
You've got mounted animals everywhere on here. You've got boars. You've got bears. You've got fish even. Like it's a really nice place. You have a huge fireplace in like the very end that just heats up the whole place.
Love it.
And then on where you are, you have a back room where you cook, and then as the back room leads into the front room, there's the open bar there, where you run as well.
Open bar.
Okay. Now tell me, how many? Like, is the place bumping?
Right now,
Yeah.
right now, there's still no one really in. You just barely opened at 11.
Okay.
So no one's really came in. You're expecting to see a couple people here and there in a couple minutes, but your employees are here working, helping with you. You've got about 4 of them. Yeah.
Okay.
Is this like an inn where people sleep, or is it just like a restaurant?
Both.
And then you have the upstairs, which you have
Depends
about
on how much
5
they
rooms
drink.
that you can sell out. So it's not a huge place,
Yeah.
but it's the biggest place in town.
It's the nicest place.
It's
in
also
town.
used as the town hall when people need it to be.
Ooh. Can it be rented?
Fancy, huh?
As
Like
like
for
a
a bar
venue?
mitzvah?
Sure,
For-
man.
No,
you can,
bat mitzvah.
you can have your bar
It's
mitzvah
for a
here.
lady. Okay.
So
For Arthur.
I'm just prepping, getting ready.
Okay.
You know, I got the big kegs of ale behind me.
Okay, and then you two at this moment, you just walk right into the inn.
Hey, fellas, what can I do you
matey!
for?
Hey, we're going grizzly hunting,
Sounds fun.
and you want to come help us, right?
I'm in full toe boogie with all these customers.
You don't want a full toe boogie on a grizzly?
I want a full toe take his leg and cook it up.
Well, if you come
Hey,
help, you
boss.
can have as much meat as you want.
Yeah.
So you're like, if you get that grizzly, we could put it as a special. We could.
Oi, what do I get for helping you kill this grizzly, matey?
Honor.
Glory.
That appeals
Glory.
to your dwarf.
Can-
himself.
Okay.
Do I have any other employees that can cook?
Yeah, they all can cook. They're
As
all
good as me?
You've all not as good as you, but
Oh,
you've all trained them. Like you've handpicked them to work here.
Okay. So it's about 11.
If you're back
Lunchtime's
in
in
time
about an
for dinner, we should be good to hold down the fort.
Okay, so I take off my apron and I go into the kitchen and I hang it up.
Question. Why has everyone in this town got a hick accent?
This is a very, very.
We're super rural.
This is a very rural place. Okay.
All right, my character is now gonna have a hick accent as well. He grew up here, so
This
Aye,
elf
aye,
grew up
Baltic.
here.
yes, this elf grew up here.
Okay.
Okay, so I go into the kitchen, double check, make sure all my employees can handle themselves.
Hey, Elhon did not have a hick accent.
That's a good point.
He had a Batman accent.
That's true. He's he's the outsider.
South Park.
And so I'm gonna tell everybody, hey, anybody that comes in, let's say what kind of fish is it?
Trout.
A nice sea trout. All right.
Yes. It is the indigenous to the country of Eldari. So.
All right. So people travel far and wide for their sea trout.
This is a fantasy
All right.
world.
So I've got.
If we have a fancy Costco, I can have a trout that lives in the ocean.
Okay. So I tell the person running the little cashier running the bar, say, hey, all right, for this dish, trout by itself is 10 gold. For a nice trout dish. Hey, I'm a world-class chef, the best chef in this town. We got 10. Okay, all right, I'll lower it. Okay, 5 for a side of a trout, a fillet, and say 8 gold for a platter of squid. But if you want a combo, you're gonna pay 10.
Sounds like
Well,
a
then
plan, man.
if I do 12, then might as well just order them separate because it's cheaper.
Sounds like a plan.
Is that
All right.
like the drink or?
All right, I'll be back with some grizzly and we'll
Refills
cook that
for
up
you.
and serve
Alright.
for 20 gold a
So,
pop.
so
I hurry in, and then I hang up my apron and I bust home to grab my gear.
Okay, so you guys are heading back home. Cletus, you're just sitting outside, kind of diddle-daddling.
What am I doodling?
You're doodling cheese, actually. It's your only passion besides boobs.
Boobs. It's a shame I can never get them.
You're singing to your cheese.
I've
That's your secret ingredient. Is you sing to it.
Oh, there we go.
It's like when you play Mozart to a pregnant woman, they give birth to Einstein.
But you see
It's true.
your
That's why I
friends
play
just
Metallica.
pulling up. They are all just riding up to your guys' property, and it looks like they're heading over to Paris's part of the town.
So I excitedly
Pirish.
run over
Pirish.
to Pirish's house to
Pirish's
tell them
house.
about my buniony cheese.
Go ahead and tell them.
Hey guys. I know I've said this 2 billion times before, but I've finally done it. I made a good cheese.
No, I don't want
no,
none of your
laddie.
bunion.
I'm
foot
lactose
cheese.
intolerant.
Oh,
Not
no.
actually,
yeah,
but I
me
only
too.
say it to him.
Yep.
Yeah, what?
I'm lactose intolerant.
Oh, that
You've known this.
That explains the gas. Okay.
Hey, this is my house. I do what I want.
But Edmer, Bollock, cheese.
I'm
Say my name
feeling
one more
ill,
time.
laddie.
You feeling
Ill?
ill, laddie?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that explains the beard.
You know I never eat
Ball
before I
lick.
hunt.
Damn, you're right. Next time. Tomorrow.
Next
when you guys are
time.
feeling better
Next
and when you're
time.
not feeling lactose intolerant.
Absolutely.
Are you guys
I've gotta
filling
be
in
really
Cletus on
hungry.
the hunt?
Nope. He's not coming on.
Oi, laddie! You want to go after a grizzly with us?
Shut up.
Sounds scary.
It will be. There'll be glory for all.
But why are we killing the bear?
It's eating the chickens.
Chickens? I don't care about chickens. I'm chicken intolerant.
Don't you care about little Arthur, laddie?
You mean that idiot that lives next to us?
Man, poor Arthur.
Hey,
Arthur's birthday's coming up.
you be nice to that kid.
Oh, does he have...
Yeah.
He does not. He's a little slow because he's 6.
Oh,
But he's...
what an idiot. What an idiot.
Stupid kids.
Well, I mean, seeing as you guys don't have another cheese master to go with you, I guess
Oi, laddie.
I guess I'll tag along.
Can you make cheese from a grizzly?
Can always try.
I'll eat some grizzly cheese.
Hey,
Yeah,
yeah.
we'll poison the grizzly with his cheese.
Why'd you gotta go there?
Kill it.
Oh, is it lactose intolerant too? Is that how
Yeah.
it's gonna die?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what it is.
Oh yeah. Anyways,
Weird.
I'm
Everyone
going
is
along.
lactose intolerant.
It's a good thing it's not dairy based. Remember that.
I actually just remembered.
Or is
Okay, so you guys.
But
get
he
to
won't
hear-
tell us that because bone is a secret ingredient. But he's
True.
too dumb to know.
True. So you guys.
What's lactose?
You
Is
guys.
that when you like lose a foot and you lack your tongue?
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. That's exactly it.
Oh,
All right.
So you guys gather your gear and following Belleron, you guys head off towards the tracks.
Now, am I the only one with a horse?
Yes, and especially.
I am a horse, laddie.
Hey, you gotta promise me the rump of the grizzly.
I don't know where to... Oh, okay, the grizzly rump. I was like,
You
I
don't
guess
want
kinda
the
deals.
dibs on the rump.
I want the booty.
So with this, you do know that the way it's heading up into the mountain range where it's a lot rocky and steep. You're probably not gonna want to take your horse.
That's what I was going to say. Since no one else has one, I'll leave Windjammer at home.
Okay, so
I mean, he is my
Windjammer-
finest stallion, so...
Windjammer chills and grazes a little. And Devin, give me a survival check to try to follow these tracks.
That would be a 19.
19? Okay, you see it clear as day. You see these tracks and they're, as it took about like an hour and a half to round up boys, it is about like 7.5 hours old. So it does have a head start on you. But it's just, as far as you guys have been following it for about a couple hours, tracks still, you can see it pretty well. And it's just leading farther and farther up the mountain range behind where you guys live. And you've explored this place pretty well. And it's just like the higher and higher up you get, it starts to get colder, and there's still snow that are around. Not like you're trudging through the snow, but there's still snow around you. So give me a perception check, any one of you, as you guys are following Bell.
I'll do it.
Follow me.
Cletus, give me the roll.
Perception, you say?
Yes.
Verily. That's a 10.
A 10. Perfect.
Thank you.
So, Cletus, what you notice is that you guys are following tracks, and Belleron seems like he's got it, so you're good.
Sweet. I trust you.
Yeah.
Now,
So-
can I do a history or a nature check to know about caves in the area? Because you said
Yeah.
I've explored.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, give me. We'll just say. Yeah, we'll say history. Why not?
that is a 5. Okay.
5.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm
So
lost.
you do know of caves around here, but right now you're just not thinking of any that bears would be living in per se, especially because you didn't really imagine bear would be out this early from hibernation. So definitely don't know where this bear's coming from. So you carry along the trail. It's starting to lead you higher and higher and higher up the mountain. It starts to get about, it's been a couple hours, and you guys are just miles outside of town.
Laddie, I left that poor boy at my post. The whole town's gonna be burned down unless we get this bear.
Quit slowing us down, Edmer.
I'm not the
You gotta
weakest link.
Gotta keep up the pace.
What's
We're
that
gonna
supposed
get
to
this bear.
Anyway, so you guys, where you're at right now, Devin, it's with these tracks, the way they're leading you, you're not really recognizing where you're at. Like, there's a lot of snow here, and the tracks, you can see them because of the snow. It's leading right into this forest that you actually haven't explored yet. So you don't really know what's going on here. So
Okay. So we're just gonna carry on then.
Onward and upward, laddie.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
all right. So as you head into the forest, after about a couple hours, it's about where you can tell from the sun. It's actually a lot later than you guys thought. It's about 7 o'clock at night now. It's starting to get really dark. And up in front of you, you start to hear something. You start to hear like nostrils flaring, snorting of a bear. But you start to see something else too. Up in front of right behind this giant grizzly bear, you see a gate, a metal portcullis, and a snow-capped wall.
Now, is this like a crappy fence? Like
No, so this is like
Roger's
a full-on
fence.
wall.
Roger?
How far away are we from town?
You guys, about the distance you've been walking in time, it kind of probably about like, we'll say like 20 miles. You guys
Alright,
have
so
been
we walk
hustling.
fast.
You guys have been
Whoa.
hustling.
It's all that cheese.
Hour and a
strong
half,
bones.
20 miles.
Well, it's like it's 7 at night.
Oh, so we've gone for like
You've gone for
7 hours.
yeah.
Okay.
That's less impressive.
I was like, dang man.
No, you guys have still been hustling, but yeah, it's been a while, and this bear is cornered between you and this wall, and this wall you guys have never seen before, and the portcullis is like bent and broken, and you start to feel and hear like a pulsating, like vibration just coming out from beyond this wall. And the bear, realizing that he or she is trapped, turns and snorts and roars up on its 2 legs, and we will go into initiative.
Yes.